You got a problem? Sorry, my hair looks a little silly today. Just got out of the shower, so not a big problem. Today we're doing a little bit of a mix-up, and I know how much everyone loves change, but instead of hitting you with either a vlog or the final top album of the year, fuck you. We are going to look at my my Apple Music recap of the year. Now, if you have Apple Music and you're jealous of Spotify users for having their yearly wrapped up thing, do not worry. At the end of my video, I'll put a little tutorial on how to do it. It takes a bit of time, but you'll get it within 5 days. It's really easy, simple, looks awesome, and you get to know a lot about your music history within the since the beginning of using Apple Music, which I think is really cool. Now, onto the video. I will put onto the screen stuff that I'm looking at so you guys can understand. But a lot of this information is from the whole time I've used Apple Music. For example, it says my most played song on Apple Music is Get You by Daniel Caesar, which is like completely justified, like easily my favorite song. Maybe Transform would be up there, or New Roses, but doesn't matter. What are you talking about? We're just gonna look through what I have here, you know, see what's good, see what's happening. This thing has a lot of cool stats. That's something that I really like about it. It tells me I've listened to 164 days of music. My most played artist is Kendrick Lamar. I think we should just go right to, let's just go find the year stuff. This thing's kind of cool. It shows you what you did every year, like your top songs of every year, and then it kind of shows you like a baseline of since the beginning of your time using Apple Music. It tells you since the beginning a lot of stats, like the average time of day you'll be listening to music, which is really kind of interesting because you'll see that like absolutely no activity within like the 1 a.m. to like 6 a.m. margin for like most of the week, Monday to Friday, and then you see that like there's some 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. activity on Sunday morning and Saturday morning. That's kind of cool. I like that about this, you know. It also shows you by date, which is like the whole calendar of like since you've started, you know, day, month, year, day, month, year, day, month, year. It shows you days where you just like went ham on music, days where you didn't listen to any music, which is crazy. It told me that the most music I listened to on one day was 17 hours. That's sus. I don't know what I must have been in a coma or something, but regardless, let's take a little quick peek ski at the top 2018 songs. Get You is number 1. I was not expecting that, but that does make sense since Daniel Caesar's album came out in August of last year, so I must have just been still riding that high for like 5-6 more months. Fallen, Jaden Smith, excellent song, easily one of my favorite Jaden Smith songs. I feel bad, I feel like not a lot of these songs are going to be from 2018 because, you know, 2018 songs will show up in the early half of 2019, you know. A lot of Smino's music that I've been listening to, and the top album that I will reveal sometime, probably tomorrow, hopefully. Yes, I will, I'll do that tomorrow. But songs from that album will probably be in my next year's top 2018 songs just because I've been listening to them from now and then also into the beginning of the next year. You understand what I'm saying. The third song, Transform, Daniel Caesar, yeah, and then Freudian. But this is by Playtime, and Freudian is an 11-minute song, so it definitely stays quite a bit, and sometimes if I listen to Daniel Caesar before I go to bed, I might just pass out and then finish Freudian because it's just a lot of dead air. Self-Care by Mac Miller is on this. That's the first of the 2018 albums to show up here. That is interesting because that song is really fun to listen to. Like it's got 2 parts to it, so I definitely listened to it like all the way through. Slow Dancing in the Dark is a song that I would not expect to see here. I did not think I listened to that. I did not think I listened to that song that much, but according to this, I listened to it a fuck ton. I was gonna see if it was like, because it shows you the brackets to show you how many plays it has. I thought it was like my third amount of plays or 4th amount of plays, even though it's like the 6th most listened to song. Not the case. Best part, Daniel Caesar. Jesus Christ, he's just killing this. Nobody Else by Fetty Wap. I did talk about that in my number 9 video. I talked about Bruce Wayne. For My Fans is a Fetty Wap project that came out really early in 2018, and that's definitely a banger. King's Dead, easily one of my favorite Kendrick Lamar songs and best future verse to date. You Might Be Sleeping with Claro. Ooh, Jacob Ogawa is one of the artists that I found out about this year, and I absolutely adore his music, and I've just been waiting for new music to drop from him. In fact, let me check right now and make sure he hasn't dropped anything, because I'm very scared. Loser, he hasn't. Okay, I hate my life. Like, I was actually kind of excited that I could do like a first reactions to a song, but didn't happen. 2 more Daniel Caesar songs, Hold Me Down and Blessed. Cool. A Smino song from 2017, Wild Irish Roses, one of my favorite songs by Smino. There's the Sir song, Something New. Love that song. I don't know what that was, but I love that. That is a good song. I talked about that on my top 10 as well. 2 more Daniel Caesar songs, except it's We Find Love from his Freudian project, and then Who Hurt You, a single that came out in like October, probably October. I would like to apologize. My allergies are killing me right now. I have no idea why. It's the middle of January. No, it's not. It's the end of December, you fucking idiot. We have Stay by Post Malone, which is an excellent acoustic Post Malone song. Too Thick by Topaz Jones. Now that's a groovy fucking track. That is a track that has a lot of flavor to it. And then Losing You by Boy Pablo, one of my favorite singles from the summer. Her Side Story, Hair Suede. It's more or less a Gold Link song, but I don't know why it pops up Hair Suede. It's originally their song. Gold Link put them on as a feature in his version of the song, and that song absolutely slaps. What a summer banger it is. Is there anything else to talk about in this thing? It's so much information, but oh, here we go. Now to the bread and butter of this video, the actual 2018 recap that they do. My music 2018, I listened to 1,493 minutes of music, and using my complex kinesiology student brain, I can deduce that to hours and find out how much percentage of my year, through converting those hours to days, would be listen to music. Let's find out right now, ladies and gentlemen. 111, and we get a whopping, well, times 100. That's percent, baby. You see that? 21%. 21% of my year has been succumbed to music or coexisted with music. Now, that is kind of surprising to me. I don't know, because if you think about it, you sleep about 8 hours a day. That's about a 30-year day, which means 33%. Cut that off. It's basically 20% of about like 67%, which is more likely a third of my life. You know, obviously if you sleep and listen to music, you'll bump those numbers up pretty high, because that's an extra 8 hours of music listening. But I don't normally do that. I usually just listen to music all day. So to me, knowing that it's kind of authentic that I do listen to that much music and actually interpret it, not just sleeping it off, that's kind of strange to me. I wasn't expecting me to listen to that much. I thought it might be 15%. 21 seems like a high number, but still very interesting. It gives you really cool stats like that. Top artists of this year: Daniel Caesar, obviously, Kendrick Lamar, which makes sense. He put out the Black Panther project, and I definitely got my fair share out of that thing. Smino, oh my goodness, of course I had that. Drake is definitely an artist I wasn't expecting to see on this thing, but it does make sense because I do like some of his older tracks, and he's in a lot of my playlists. Even though I say that I hate Drake, I have a soft spot for some of his songs. Some of his songs just click, you know. From a boy who lives in London, basically Toronto, you know, I understand the love, the six. Love the six. And then it just repeats the top 5 songs of the year, which, if you forgot, Get You, Daniel Caesar, Fallen, Jaden Smith, Transform, Daniel Caesar, Freudian, Daniel Caesar, and then Self-Care, Mac Miller. What an interesting 5 songs. However, if I did not quench your thirst and you want to find out how to do this to yourself, please stick around for the next, and this is the end of the video for those who don't care, or dirty, filthy Spotify users. I hope you are enjoying your new year. I sure as hell will. I have a bottle of Captain Morgan with my name on it. This channel is only going to progress. Obviously, I'm going to keep making stuff in the new year, but thank you very much, everyone, for sticking around. This video, try to make it nice and quick for you. I'll finish up the top 10 tomorrow. I hope you're excited for that, and that's all, folks. All you have to do is follow the link in the description, and what you have to do is, if you have an Apple account, go to Apple's privacy portal. It is right here on the page. You'll click on that. What you'll end up doing is signing in with your Apple ID. Follow the steps in this. It's honestly straightforward. I don't really need to explain it for you. It's very easy. What happens is you'll get a download. It'll download a zip after a few days, as Apple has to verify that you are in fact the owner that wants this information, because it is kind of private. After a couple days, you'll get something in your email. I don't know if I have that email still, but what happens is you go to this next link that I have that's also in this article. You're going to choose the file that you have, and I think I should still have it. It should be still down there. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to say Apple Media Service Information. This is the folder that it looks like. Once you have that thing downloaded, go to Choose File, find it. I'm already in this folder as I've already found it, and you're going to find the Apple Music Play activity, which is just this. All the rest of this you can delete after. You can delete the whole thing, not that important. You'll hit Choose. The whole thing is going to take a moment, and voila, you have a beautiful, nice little Outlook. Everything looks nice and pretty. It tells you everything you want, gives you all the information, and all you have to do is click open to see what you had as your favorite songs from every year. Fairly awesome. It also has this really big list that shows that you can adjust like by plays, listen time. It usually starts when you click on an actual category. It's going to throw it into least to greatest, so you'll have to go to the last page of everything to find what song you actually listen to the most. So, yep. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and roll the credits.
All I need is rest. I am uncontested. How can I confess this? Watch how I finesse. About 100 bands. How you're so invested. This can't be your best, 'cause I am not impressed. I must fucking stand.